What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful day. Let me take you outside real quick. Finally got a break from the rain. Nice clear skies, freaking sun's out, a little breeze, which is perfect. And today we're gonna be out here putting some work in on my CRX. So you guys saw, we went to the storage unit and I went to go grab a seat bracket right here. Aftermarket seat bracket that I don't even know where it came from, to be honest with you. It appeared here in the garage one day and I stuffed it in the storage unit. Haven't seen it since, and I remembered that it was for a CRX, so I figured I'm gonna go grab that. I also grabbed these seat rails right here, made by Sparco. Don't know what they belong to, don't know where it came from, but if we can use it, we'll use it. If we already have a different one, we'll use those. But I grabbed these just in case. The reason for grabbing these items is because if you've seen the previous videos, I did get a big box from BullBoost Performance, and they actually just released something new. Did not know this was gonna show up, but it did, and that means we're gonna unbox it and probably install it too. This box is kind of heavy and it's pretty big. You guys probably can't see it, but there it is, right? And it's almost a no-brainer on what this is based off the shape. Right? Shout out to BullBoost Performance for coming on board and supporting the builds. I appreciate y'all tremendously. A lot of you guys' stuff I've been using and has been working out really great for me. I'm really anxious to test out the turbo manifold and the turbo that's going to be going onto my EF sedan here real soon. But this one right here, like I said, was a big surprise to me, and can't wait to see what's inside. So let's go ahead and unpackage this. Got to cut it very carefully. Cut away from yourself, guys. Not towards yourself. Ooh, this is sharp. Oh. Oh. Guys, check this out. Dude, I'm excited about this one actually. You guys ready for this? Let me go ahead and just take off all the bubble wraps real quick. This is BullBoost's first line of bucket seats, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, very padded, very comfortable. It feels like this is the diamond gradation, which you guys can see right here. The pads are like diamond shaped, and that is so cool to have their logo right there. This thing looks very comfortable. I haven't even sat in it. Just by touching it, I can tell you that this thing is very comfy. Honestly, it looks like it's wide enough to fit my big fat booty. But yeah, so this is the seat, guys. I'm gonna pull it out over there to the table so you guys can get a full look on it real quick. I've never had a fancy seat like this before. I mean, I have the Recaro SR3 and my CRX, but like a bucket seat? Dude, nice and sturdy. Yes sir. Pretty cool. I like the material too. It's like a suede-ish, I think. Suede maybe. So I don't know what suede-ish is, but definitely suede. And honestly, I really love that. It's very padded. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and just put it right there on the floor, just so I can try to like sit on it, you know, because I want to make sure it fits me. Right there. Oh dude, it fits me perfect. Not tight at all. Look, not tight at all. Space between my thighs. Yo, check it out. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. Now I'm hoping that the seat bracket will fit into my car, because it does say 89 to 91 right here. And I'm hoping that the rails will at least, I don't know, fit up into one of these holes. If not, this is metal. I can modify it if I have to. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the CRX a little bit. Guys, when we get to the end of this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the future of this car and kind of what I have planned for it. Guys, I have not touched this car since we went to the alignment shop, and it's been parked here since. It's been listed for sale, but you know what I'm saying, I haven't really had a solid bite on it. But hopefully that's gonna change soon. So we have our socket. We're gonna take off 4 bolts to the seat and get this torn up thing out of the car. Got a 12 mil right here. We have a pond right here. I actually just cleaned this out not too long ago. The fact that it has no sunroof, water is always going to come inside. Hopefully we can also fix that as well too later. 12 there and 12 here. Tilt the seat out of the car. There is one plug down low right there. Gotta unplug that. And out she goes. All right guys, so I have the water taken out of here and I vacuumed it up. Hopefully this will dry up on its own. And I put the bracket in, right? And I was like, somebody is lying to me, right? So this one lines up, this one lines up, this one lines up. This one is kind of far off, my guy. Way far off. So before I even modify that, because that's probably what I'm going to do, I want to make sure at least the rails and the seat fits on the bracket here. So let's go ahead and test fit that. Okay, so let me see. And it is threaded on here as well too, so that's good. On the seat bracket itself does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 freaking holes that I can use, and I think that kind of helps with like centering the seat for the driver to the steering wheel. So I did some test fitting and it looks like only these 2 holes line up and the other one is completely off. So I'm hoping that when you guys buy your seat rails from a well-known company, because I don't know what this is, I hope that all the bolt holes and everything lines up for you guys, that you don't have to do this modification. But if you have to, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make new holes, and I will have to center the seat rail so that way the driver's seat is actually in line with the steering wheel. This right here is the center of my steering wheel, and it's actually pretty off on the seat, so I have to move it over about, I don't know, a little over 1/4 of an inch, so that way we can center the seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make this modification, guys, and move forward, because you know we're trying to beat the daylight here, right? So guys, we have the seat rail all modified and bolted up to the rails. They seem to slide pretty easily, and to the best of my eyeball, the sticker is centered to this little seat belt you know, opening right here. So hopefully the seat is centered to the steering wheel for the driver. And now I got to put this into the car to see how we can modify the back leg that does not fit. All right, guys, so I have the bracket off the seat. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did test fit it, and it's kind of too tall for me, which is kind of like the thing about bucket seats in the CRX. My head is really close to the roof, so I pulled it back out to adjust it around, and I also feel like it sits a little too straight for me coming out of the package. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna drop the seat on the bracket, because you can adjust it at 3 points to give the seat a slant. Another thing I did was I took off this little spacer. This was in between the rail and the seat bracket, so I took this off to give me a little bit more seat drop. And I know why this is here. This is here because the bolt, if it was to go through without the spacer, it would go through the seat itself, right? So hopefully with that taken out, I can drop the seat a little bit more. I did some welding last night. I made this bracket right here, and there is one more bracket on my table, both getting painted, this right here. So I'll show you guys what these are when we get into the car. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and put the seat back together, because I did just paint the rails as well too. All right, guys, so we have the seat bracket and rails all adjusted. We do have the stock factory seatbelt buckle bolted in as well too. I was fortunate to get the seat bolted down on the lower setting, so we can have a little tilt on the seat for my comfort. And this thing is ready to go inside the car. I swear I'm gonna retire this GoPro. It wasn't even recording when I was installing the seat, but you guys know how it goes. 4 bolts, right? But I only installed 3 because I'm gonna show you guys that bracket that I made. And like I mentioned, not entirely sure why this seat bracket is so far off from each other. The bracket literally says 89 to 91 CRX, although I probably know that the 8889 is different than the 9091, and this is probably truly for an 8889. My car is a 91, so this bracket's really off. I didn't want to cut, modify, whatever the case may be, so I made an adapter. So this guy here, right, is for the bottom of the seat bracket, because if you guys look, we have a giant gap. So this is going to be like a pedestal, goes underneath, right? It's also threaded right there, so that way we can bolt the seat rail to this bracket, which is an adapter for the seat bracket to the chassis, right? So this guy here goes like this, something like that. So now with this bracket attached, we have 4 points on the seat, and it's pretty sturdy. I mean, once I sit in it, it's going to be a little more stabilized, but for the most part, the bracket barely shakes. What's all that noise? Oh, my door is open over there. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and give this a little fit. I'm gonna pull it all the way back because we are on a stock steering wheel, and your boy does have a belly, so. Oh yeah, oh yeah, the tilt definitely did it for me, for sure. We have full adjustability on the sliders. I'm really loving how the suede is matching the flock in my interior. All right, not too shabby. This car is a 1991, so the seat belt is on the door. Move you guys inside here and show you that the buckle is 100% functional. Yes sir, that tilt definitely did it for me. All right, you know what, I'm kind of want to go drive this car around the block real quick, huh? No hesitation, dude. So I have not driven this car in over a month, and this thing fired up, no problems. Love it. kind of feel like I want to take this car out on the road and find a twisty or something. This car feels really good. Man, it holds me in really nicely, and I don't even have my seatbelt on. I love it. Not gonna lie to you guys, if I had a pair of those BullBoost seats, I would have definitely thrown it in this car. When I threw the box away yesterday, I almost missed another package that they sent with the seats, and literally it was in a BullBoost bag at the very bottom of the box, and I was like, maybe it was just packaging, but then I was like, yo, there's something inside. I know what's in this bag because I was actually looking at it on their website the other day. So we have two packages right here. This one is a K-Series map sensor Blockoff, and the reason why I needed this is because I'm running a B-Series throttle body with a B-Series map sensor, and the port on the K-Series intake manifold is just plugged up with something that I had lying around. This is the correct plug for it, and this one right here is a weld-on flange for the K-Series intake air temperature sensor that I need to install on my upper charge pipe for my turbo kit. So I'm gonna install the map sensor Blockoff right now since the car is right here on the driveway. Right, and then this flange right here, we'll take care of it a different day. So the little Blockoff that I'm using right here is literally a rivet that came off my brother's rim, and I found it on the floor one day and just kind of threw it in my toolbox, but it just so happened to fit perfectly with an O-ring, and because we're going to be boosted, I don't want this to pop off because there's really nothing holding it. This is the correct Blockoff. So you just got to lube it up, twist it in place because you don't want to rip the O-ring, and then it lines up perfectly to the existing hole. Put the hardware in there. Snug tug. And that right there, BullBoost Performance map sensor Blockoff for K-Series. Talking a little loud because the dryer's going off in the background, but guys, we're gonna end the video right here. Shout out to BullBoost Performance for sending us their new suede seat. It looks really good in the car because one, the factory seat was all messed up. Two, it's suede, so it matches all the flocking in the interior already. I'm pretty surprised that the seat fits me really well because I'm a big boy. And secondly, the seat is pretty comfortable because it is pretty well padded. Obviously, you guys saw me drive around the block. You guys saw the smile on my face. Like, man, I feel like I really do need to take this car out and drive it and really feel the entire car engine all together and how well it actually does perform. So maybe we'll do a driving video soon. As mentioned, if you guys are interested in the BullBoost seat, single or pair, be sure to hit the link in the description below. Check it out, and if it's something that you may want or anything else off their website that you may need, be sure to use discount code STATIC to save 10% off. Thank you to BullBoost once more for the IAT sensor flange and also the map sensor Blockoff plate for the K-Series intake manifold. In the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I was going to talk a little bit about this CRX and what all is actually going to be happening with it. So the car was listed up for sale after we did the last thing to the car, which was the alignment. It's ready to rock and roll. I was trying to sell the car within the 90 days of California smog papers, but it didn't sell, and it's at a crazy price too. I wasn't really pushed in to sell the car because the goal was to sell one or the other, and I ended up selling Project Blueberry instead. So I didn't really push to sell this CRX, and you know, Facebook is full of spams and everything, and everybody else that hits the DM is not really serious. So I think in the long run with this CRX, if I still don't find a buyer in between, I'm obviously going to still put in the work into the car. I might actually pull the engine out and do a different setup in there that a lot of you guys been wanting to see for many years. We're not set in stone, but that's all I'm going to give you guys right now. So if you guys really want to know what more we've been talking about with this car and everything else, a little sneak peek, a little behind the scenes, we go live stream on Instagram every single weekend, and we talk about all sorts of things. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram and join the live streams on the weekends, be sure to hit the link in the description below. So we're gonna wrap it up right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the progress update on the LSV Tech CRX, the new BullBoost suede seat installation. If you guys did, man, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for more progress update on the EF sedan and possibly some EK content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.